solubility and a solubility product. See, there are basically three types of compound. One is highly soluble, right? Like NaCl, you take a NaCl and put this into water, right? It is highly soluble. You will get Na plus aqueous and a Cl minus aqueous. Means everything is going to go into water, highly soluble. Then there comes extreme left, insoluble compounds. Okay, there are insoluble compounds. Nothing is going to go into the water, insoluble, right? Basically this happens situation where non-polar is dissolved in a polar solvent, okay, or polar is dissolved in non-polar. That time this kind of situation is there. And there is something called as a sparingly soluble compounds. Sparingly soluble compounds, examples is like AgCl, AgBr. Let's take this AgCl. If you put this into water, what you will get is Ag plus and a Cl minus. Now what is the meaning? See, equilibrium is not going to exist over here because it is completely soluble. Everything is going to get dissolved in this. Since there is insoluble, here also equilibrium is not going to exist between an insoluble compound in water because that is not going to go. Sparingly soluble means very little amount of the solid or a very little amount of the solute is getting dissolved into a solvent. Very like one, let's say 10 gram is there, then 0.00 or 0.01 gram will go into the water. Very less amount of the thing is getting dissolved. So this is what the sparingly soluble, and equilibrium exists for this. Like for example, if this is an equation, there will be equilibrium existing between this. I will write this Ag aqueous, and let's forget this highly soluble and insoluble because there is no equilibrium which is going to exist. So our topic is equilibrium. No, we are understanding the equilibrium. So this is Cl minus aqueous. This is what will be the thing. So here sparingly soluble means hardly anything is going to water. Very less amount. So how you write the equilibrium constant for this? It is a concentration of the Ag plus and a concentration of the Cl minus and a concentration of the H2O student and a concentration of AgCl. Now students, see, note down that whenever we start something, whether it is Kw or whether it is Ka or anything Kb, we start with this. Then you take this K into concentration of the water is almost constant. Like this much of water is there. Let's say this one bottle of water is there. This one bottle of water is there, and you are putting very little amount of sugar. Just one crystal of sugar. The concentration of water is not going to change. But that is not the case over here. Here we are putting a good amount of the AgCl, but since it is sparingly soluble, hardly anything is going into water. Very less amount of the AgCl is going into the water. Very less amount of the AgCl is getting dissolved into water. That's why the concentration of the AgCl is also going to remain constant and water is also going to remain constant. So this is Ag and this is Cl minus. So this new constant, this is a constant, this is constant, this is constant. This is called as a Ksp, a solubility product. And here this concentration of this is given as a S and this is also given as a S. Like since it is represented by S because it is very very less amount. Okay, that's why very less. So Ksp is what? Concentration of Ag plus and a concentration of Cl minus. So Ksp is what? S into S. So therefore Ksp is what? Means solubility product is S square. So S is equal to square root of Ksp. This is one relation. Like we are getting, this is a type we can understand. AgCl falls into a type 1:1 electrolyte. It is 1:1. So we'll discuss more when it is 1:2. What happens? Like if we take a 1:2 second type 2, which is 1:2. We are finding the relationship between a solubility S and a solubility product KSP. We are finding a relationship between this. It is not open, huh? It is not open. It is this. We are finding a relationship. So this is type 1:2. 1:2. Like examples could be PbCl2. PbCl2 is an example for this, right? So you take a PbCl2, you put this into water. This will split as a Pb2 plus aqueous plus 2Cl minus aqueous, right? So what would be a KSP for this? KSP for this, the concentration for this is given to be S, and concentration for this 2 times Cl minus aqueous is given to be 2S, because 2 ions are there. Like the way we used to write a concentration during a splitting of I remember I took one example of the calcium hydroxide and H2SO4. There I was writing 2 times whatever was the initial concentration. So this is 2 times S, right? So what is this? S into 2S. Or we'll start with this. We'll start with this. K is equal to what? Concentration of Pb2 plus concentration of the Cl minus the whole square upon concentration of PbCl2 and concentration of the H2O. So this is K and this is a PbCl2. This is concentration of PbCl2 and concentration of water is a concentration of Pb2 plus. This is 2 plus. So this will be what? KSP, no? KSP. What is this? This is S. This is 2S the whole square, right? Because concentration of the Cl is 2S. So therefore KSP for this will be is equal to S into 4S square. So KSP is equal to 4S cube. So S is equal to square root of, not square root, it will be cube root. So I will write this KSP upon 4 raised to 1 by 3. Right? This will be a relation over here. Four S square and S, yeah, 1 by 3. This is the relationship. So when it is 1:3 type also, we'll do it for 1:3 type. So what would be for 1:3 type? Type 1:3. 1:3 means we'll take an example of yeah, 1:3. We'll do it this way. We'll take this. I'm not getting a good example for this. So we'll take this. AB3 will split as what? A plus. That is in water. Let's say that is in water. This will split as a A3 plus and a 3B minus. It is going to split this way. So this is S and this is 3S. So KSP is what? Concentration of A3 plus and a concentration of B minus raised to its stoichiometric coefficient. Here it is 1, no? That's why it is 1. So this is S and this is 3S raised to 3. So this is S. So 27 S cube. Right? So what is this? This is equal to KSP. So therefore S cube is equal to KSP by S raised to 4. No, S raised to 4 is equal to 27. So therefore solubility is equal to KSP by 27 raised to 1 by 4. You should know this. Then if it is of the type, I'll write over here type A2B3. A2B3 means As2S3 if this is the compound. As2S3. Then what would be this As2S3? Put this into water. It will split as 2As 3 plus and 3S2 minus. We're going to split it this way. So KSP will be is equal to what? Concentration of As3 plus raised to 2, concentration of S2 minus raised to 3. Means this is 2S and this is 3S. right? So this is KSP is equal to 2s raised to 2 and this is 3s raised to 3. So this is 4x square and this is 927 s cube. So this is 27 into 4 is 108, 54 and 108 s raised to 5. So this is equal to KSP. So s is equal to square root of, not square root of, this is KSP upon 108 raised to 1 by 5. So these are the relations you should know. That's it. We'll solve some problems.